Alright you guys, let's start the review on this. This is the MSI Optix Mag 27-1 VCR monitor. So this is a 27-inch monitor. It's a full HD 1920 by 1080 monitor. What better way to start this off than Elder Scrolls Online going on in the background, you guys. We'll go through the specs for starters. So this is a full 165Hz refresh rate monitor. It is 1 millisecond response time. It is also a wide color gamut. What does that mean? So wide color gamut means that your game colors and your details are going to look a lot more refined and a lot more realistic. So let's check it out. So yeah, you got some good details there. Look at that lightning, that big ball of plasma thing going on up there. Details do look really crisp. I do have this cranked up on resolution here. One thing to note, I did have to go purchase a D-port or a display cable just because it comes with an HDMI cable, but to get the full use of this monitor and to put it through the paces there, you want to definitely get a D-port cable to get your full 165Hz rate on this thing. Alright, so next on the specs, this thing has what's called night vision. So what does that mean? It's got a smart black tuner built into it. So that means that you can see fine details in the dark areas of your games or videos, whatever is going on. You should be able to see a little bit better in the dark. That should give you an edge up on those games where you're sneaking around trying to find the baddies. This thing also has what's called anti-flicker, so it means less blue light, which also means less eye strain and less fatigue on the eyeballs as you're playing. So another nice little feature about this, or another nice spec about this, is it's got what's called Mystic Light, which I will show you right here, which is your RGB light. So check out the back, it's fully customizable. Another really sweet little feature here is you get your 178-degree viewing, which we will check out as well. Alright you guys, this also has what's called adaptive sync. That means it basically synchronizes the refresh rate of your monitor to the GPU in your system, and no more screen tearing and no more lag on your visuals. Another really nice feature. It's also got what's called a frameless design, so if you look at the edge here, very little bevel around the edge. I'll bring the lights up in a minute and you'll notice what I'm talking about. Run around the world here. Oh, gotta go loot the baddie. I put a couple of arrows in him. I didn't do a whole lot because I was busy talking. But you know. Oh well. And get some good loot, you guys. That's what I'm talking about. Alright you guys, so right to the review with this MSI monitor. So this is the 27-inch curved monitor, and so the first part is the assembly. Very simple assembly. So it comes with all these pieces right here, and so the main part, the main base support, just take it right here, pop it in like this, just clips into the back of your monitor. You want to use the foam that comes in the packaging to support your monitor while you pop this in. Clicks right in like that. Has one piece right here that you actually screw onto the base. This is really all the assembly. Little bag of screws. Pops in right there. And 3 screws. Literally, that's all the assembly required. And that's all there is to the monitor assembly. 3 screws. So very easy assembly. Alright, so here's a better look at the back of this monitor. So you've got the USB port, you've got the HDMI port, you've got HDMI 2, you've got the DP port, the audio port, DC in port. So just one thing you want to note is you're going to want to use that display port, which is kind of silly. They don't send a D-port cable with it, they send an HDMI port cable, but to get the full functionality of this monitor, you will want to use that display port right there to get your full 165 Hz usage out of this monitor. Also on the back of this monitor, for your monitor adjustments, they give you like a little toggle switch right here. This is your monitor adjustment switch, which we'll look at a little bit later in the video. Alright, you guys, are going to demonstrate the full range and motion of this monitor. So you can tilt all the way forward. That's all the way down or forward. Tilt it all the way up or all the way back. Goes back quite a long ways. Back to level. It's got about 4 inches of play. You can slide it down on the support, slide it up. You can see the red part here is about how much that would go up and down, how much adjustment it's got there. Of course, it's got the swivel, access it on its base. Got quite a range of swivel there. Alright, you guys, so this has what is called the Mystic Light. So it's the RGB lighting, and so the back of it is actually customizable. So check this out. I'm going to turn this around. You guys got to check this out. So you guys, once you get all your cables and everything managed, you can totally customize all your RGB lighting on the back of this and sync it to your gaming or music or whatever's going on. So how cool is that? So that is called your Mystic Lighting. My computer here is running the MSI 1080 Ti gaming card, so it's a little bit older video card, but it's the best one I've got. It will run this monitor, and it will run it through its paces pretty well. Best one I can test it with right there, 165 Hertz. Got it maxed out. Here's the NVIDIA MSI Mag 27.1 VCR detected. Alright, you guys, so one thing it does talk about is it says there's less blue light and less eye strain and all that good stuff, less fatigue, and no flickering. So I'm going to turn all the lights off in this room. I just want to see how this thing actually looks in the total dark and just kind of show you on camera here how it looks. Alright, you guys, so that is in the pitch dark. That's how it's looking. And from right here, from my perspective, it looks fantastic. Like, it looks really good. Everything's crystal clear. Details are looking very, very clear and sharp. Shadows, everything looking really smooth. The water actually looks really good too. Let's give you some idea. Pitch black in this room, and yeah, looks fantastic. Alright, you guys, so the obvious strong point is the refresh rate, 165 Hertz. The response time, 1 millisecond, and honestly I think the price is a really good strong point with this monitor. So 2 more strong points worth mentioning. The colors on this thing are extremely vivid, and then also in the dark I've noticed there's not a lot of eye strain. So let me turn the lights off for just a minute. Alright, so look how vivid those colors are. Alright, you guys, so I was able to find this monitor for $220 on Newegg. Every once in a while you'll see it for maybe $230 on Amazon, so just shop around for these things. Alright, you guys, so really only a couple of negative things to say about this monitor. For whatever reason, MSI sends an HDMI cable with these monitors. There's no DisplayPort cable, so I had to go buy a DisplayPort cable to get the full functionality of the monitor. And that's just kind of silly. The DisplayPort cable will carry a lot more data than the HDMI cable. So that's negative number 1. Alright, you guys, negative number 2. Not a big deal, but I work tech support, so I kind of know about these things. They send a separate power brick for this monitor, so instead of just a regular standard power cable that plugs into the back of the monitor, you have to have a specialized power brick that goes into this. These power bricks every once in a while will go out, not necessarily for this brand, but it's just one more component that can go wrong. So not a deal breaker. I'm sure it's probably just fine, but instead of just a power cable that plugs into the back of the monitor, you got like the specialized little power brick that goes in here. So like I say, it's probably fine, nothing to worry about, but being in IT support for over 25 years, it's just one more thing that could potentially go wrong. Thanks so much for joining me today, you guys. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. Check out these other awesome videos I've got going on, and I will catch you guys later.